Welcome back to another edition of Wrestle Talk, our night two of Summerslam review. If you're watching us on YouTube, or first of all, before we begin, go ahead and hit the notification button. When this episode comes out, you'll get an alert. If you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you're listening to us on Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, go ahead and subscribe, share, like, leave a comment, give us a 5-star rating. Go ahead and catch our night one review of SummerSlam, which is out on YouTube as of right now. Also, follow us on our social media pages. We're on Instagram, X, TikTok, and of course, this is my co-host Lou, which you can see. He's gonna probably vent out a lot of frustrations during out the show. He is at different level, a different underscore level. I'm getting this wrong. He is at different underscore level 71. I am at Mario Eats for Gains. If you have a comment, if you have a suggestion, if you have a complaint, or we love to interact with you guys, go ahead and email us at let's talk about it underscore 71 at yahoo.com. Lou, we'll start off with a moment in history real quick. I think it ties in perfectly with a lot of the spots that we saw here on SummerSlam Night 2. This moment in history is regarding SummerSlam 1997, which happened August 3rd. It took place at the Continental Airlines Arena, which occurred in East Rutherford, New Jersey. There you see Bret the Hitman Hart takes the WWE Championship off The Undertaker. But what that night is remembered for is actually something else. Owen Hart hits a botched bar driver on Stone Cold Steve Austin, which nearly breaks his neck, but still somehow to manage to find a way to finish the match and wins the IC title. Lou, how wild was that moment, and what did you think? And did you think that this injury made Steve Austin into the legend that he became?
I guess. I guess. I'm in mourning right now. Yeah, it made him. I'm in mourning.
All right, all right. I actually saw that match. You know, that actually, I was already a fan of Steve Austin before SummerSlam. I think I became a fan when he won the King of the Ring in 1996, and things just got bigger for him ever since. But now let's
Yep.
go ahead and talk about SummerSlam. We'll skip over the opening, which Triple H kicks off night two of SummerSlam. But our first match is the WWE World Women's Championship. Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. Lou, are you happy with the outcome of this match?
This is the only match besides TLC that was worth watching out of the whole night. Seriously, whole match. It was the right call. It sets up everything for Clash of Paris. Um, I, Ladies and gentlemen, you guys excuse me for a second here. I mean, I know we trying to get on with the show. I feel like I'm in mourning. Um, I don't know what's going on from the night. I don't know what's going on, but this match right here, let me get back to the match. Naomi deserved it. Io, Rhea, they had good chemistry in that match, man. I mean, right, you go explain it, but I'll tell you right now, that was the best. This right here was probably, in my mind, probably the best overall match out of night one and night two.
I thought it was a great choice to kick off SummerSlam Night 2. It was fast paced, a lot of action packed. I think that all three women had big moments and it delivered. I love Naomi's entrance, which was special. Her dad walked her to the ring playing the guitar. Of course, the finish of the match, Rhea Ripley hits a huge riptide to O'Neal from the second rope and tries to go for the pin. Naomi sneaks in, rolls up Rhea with a handful of tights, and steals the win. This was a pretty good match. Um, A+ match. The right call was made. Our
Oh yeah.
prediction, yeah, our prediction was that we both predicted Naomi to win, and Naomi retains the world women's championship in 16 minutes and 20 seconds.
It was a great. Listen, she deserved to win the shit. She deserved it. It sets up everything for Steph. She's on a roll right now, and yeah, I'm glad that she did it with her dad. I didn't know her dad was like open up for other musical acts and stuff like that. I thought, that was a special moment for her, man. She deserves it. Out of being the face for many, many what she been there for what, 16, 15 years, 10 years?
Mhm.
How long she been there?
It's been a
For
while.
yeah,
Yeah,
for a
it's been
minute.
it's
I
been a
mean,
minute.
the total divas crap and all that shit. But she deserved it, man. I'm happy for her. It was A+. I think it's up there with the Evolution match with Io and Rhea. I mean, this will be probably in discussion for like match of the year as well. It should be in discussion because Naomi's on a roll, and I didn't think that she was going to mesh with them because Io and Rhea got chemistry, right? They got
Yeah.
chemistry already. They've had bangers already. I thought Naomi's role in that match was very good. She hit her spots. They all hit their spots. Uh, they made her look good. They made her look dominant. So I'm very interested about the clash in Paris, which that should be with Steph. I don't know which way they gonna go with that, but it should be an interesting match. And I can't wait to see what they do with this. This is probably the best story they told all night. All night. That's just me personally. But anyway.
All right. Well, we see the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys in attendance. Um, I don't know when we'll talk about them again. Do you got any special memories regarding the Dudley Boys or the Hardy Boys?
Yeah, right. With Edge Spear, who he spear? Off the ladder.
I want to
He was
say it
hanging
was
on the
Edge.
belts. No, Edge
No, no,
speared
no, no.
somebody.
One of the Hardy
It was Matt.
Boys.
It was Matt or Jeff. That was epic. That was epic right there. That's probably the memory right there. Dudley's, I mean, like, look, I don't
I,
know
I,
how
I,
good that.
I gotta tell you a cool moment about the Dudley Boys.
All right.
So, of course, it was WrestleMania 17. The Dudley Boys had the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, was involved in the TLC match.
Mhm.
But after the show was over, I was over by the loading dock area where all the talent was coming out. You see all the wrestlers coming out.
Yeah.
And Bubba Ray was one of the few that we got to interact. Because you know that saying that he always does, Waza, we kept on doing that to each other repeatedly. That was so much fun back then. It really
That's a
was.
good memory for you, man. That's a good memory
It
right
was a
there.
special memory. It was a cool memory. I'm always going to remember that.
You should have went out
Speaking,
and had dinner with him and had a couple of steaks and shit.
that would have been nice.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of that TLC match, our next match is a 6-pack tables, ladders, and chair TLC for the WWE Tag Team Championship. Our predictions: Lou, you chose the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah.
I went with the Street Profits. But of course, the White Six retains the WWE Tag Team Championships in 16 minutes. This was crazy. This was a crazy fun match. I think that every team brought something different. I love the big spots in this match. This was a classic TLC chaos, one of the wildest tag team matches I've seen in a long time. I love the spot where Candice LeRae took a hard fall through the ladder. That was an insane bump. It was definitely awesome. Of course, Joey Gracie climbed up the ladder and grabbed the belts. Lou, where do you rank this match in your all-time TLC matches?
It was good, man. But you know what I mean? For them doing 16 minutes, all them spots, they must have practiced the hell out of that shit. Uh I guess he was trying to be fair. Your Uncle Paul was trying to be fair and add in people that don't get time in. Nikki, I see. Candace, I see. But fucking B-Fab, dog, really? I mean, she not even associated with the Street Profits no more. She not even with them. What the hell she doing out there? And what she do? When you gonna cut her ass? I mean, the Nikki and Candace thing was Candace. You right. Candace took a hell of a bump, man. I don't know if she really got hurt or not, but man, that leg hit that ladder hard as hell. But I was like, damn, man. She might have broke her leg and shit. But I thought the table spots were epic. No, the whole match, it, it you know, it's a toss up between that and the SmackDown. And the SmackDown match was really good. The one after WrestleMania, the SmackDown match, they
Yeah,
had Street Profits and who else was but anyway. I liked it. The table spots was probably the best for me out of all of the whole thing. The whole table spots. It was too many moving parts though. I mean, it was a lot of moving parts. It was insane. It was sanity. I want to know why you got 6 tag teams on SmackDown and you got nothing on Raw. Nothing. You can take Ray Phoenix and Andrade, put them on Raw, which I thought they were, but I guess they went back and forth. You can put, if I had my choice, I would put Axiom, Andrade, and Ray Phoenix on there to go against. Who are the tag team champions over there? I forgot.
wait,
Who was
was
it?
it Anita?
No, was the guy, the Doomsday? What they called? Judgment Day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you put them over there. They basically two faces. Send them over there. Go up to Raw. I mean, I thought they were getting back to Motor City Machine Guns. That's what I thought they were getting back to, but I guess they didn't. Was it the right call for the Wyatts? For you, you'll be happy with it. Did they do much? Yeah, I think everybody hit their spots. Everybody did good. You know what I mean? It was a good match. I have no problem with it. It belonged on this SummerSlam. It was my second favorite match of the night. So I give them. But the Nikki and Candice, I see. But dude, can somebody tell me what you gonna do with B-Fab? I just I know everybody kills me about everybody's on me about the whole I'm hating on Jade Cargill. Now I'm starting to hate on B-Fab now. I mean, seriously, like, why is she even here? Why? Why is she even? She's not even with the Street Profits no more. But anyway, I'm done. It was a good match. Great match.
Send them back to we can send them back to catering or send them back to NXT as an idea.
I mean, I
By
guess
the
he
way,
felt sorry for her. He gave
hey,
her a shot, man.
hey, do you
Yo,
think Vince Russo will probably give credit to Candice LeRae
no,
for this?
because that still ain't get her over. How? What? She fell from a ladder? Come on, stop it. Listen, man.
Anyway, I love
Hold on, I'll tell you right now. The biggest spot ever of any female falling from a ladder has to be Mia Yim. She took the biggest bumps off a ladder. Now I can see her coming out instead of that B-Fab chick because she's better. She took a lot of hits. But anyway, go ahead.
I love how WWE is elevating the tag team division on SmackDown. And by the way, I'm still a SmackDown guy.
Mm, I don't know why. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I mean, we are proved that in the draft already. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying.
Let's see. Our third match, oh boy, is the WWE
Mm,
Women's Intercontinental Championship. The
mm,
stipulation is if Becky wins, Lara can no longer challenge for the title as long as Becky is champion.
Mm,
Of course, we both predicted Lara to be the winner of this match, but instead,
mm.
Becky Lynch retains the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship in 25 minutes and 5 seconds.
I already know
Well,
why.
I think I know
I
your
know.
answer to this,
Yeah.
but was this the right decision to keep the strap on Becky to make her look strong?
After last night, yes. After last night. After last night, I wasn't going to tell you because when Seth came back, I had a feeling that was going to happen. It was the best. It's the best decision for storyline purposes. Um, it's the best decision for to finally give Bailey her send off before she goes to AEW. Becky Bailey match is going to be very good because Bailey's going to perform her ass off. This is both their probably final match with each other, but before she go be with Mercedes in AEW. You can have Lyra come back again, try to manipulate her way back into it. But to end all this, you got to have Becky versus Bailey, and then you got to finagle Lyra back in there and do another three-way. But this time, to end it right, bro, end it right, you got to put them in Hell in a Cell, all three of them. That's how you set this whole thing up. Because I'm going to tell you one thing before you go on. Lyra almost cost this match multiple times. First and foremost, you already know the biggest botch of the night was a damn where the hands so-called tied and
Oh,
popped
you
out.
noticed that too, huh?
And everybody saw it and she put it back in. Come on, man. Come on. Everybody saw it. It was the camera was right on it, bro. Right on it. It was right on. The camera was right on it. And the referee was like, no. I saw it. Like, no, nobody saw it. Bullshit. The camera was right on it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody saw it. Even Michael Cole's fraud ass. Oh, no. It was out. No, it was in. No, it was in. Or whatever. So I'm like, so Becky, the veteran she is, saved the match, went extra with all the different spots that they put her in. Because I already wrote it down. Uh she put the match back on because the fans saw it because she almost ruined it. Uh, you know, I thought Becky is doing one of her best works right now. She deserves this title. I told you this months ago. I told you. I'm going to keep on saying it again. You argued with me, ladies and gentlemen. Go back on the archives. This man argued with me multiple times. No, that's going to degrade Becky. That's going to degrade a star like her. Nope. It has elevated the title. It made Lyra look better. But after this match, she should be go back to, I don't know, she might go back to catering for a little bit because I don't know what's going to happen with her now. She's going back to catering because I'm sorry. And I know if Vince was still in charge, oh, he would have flipped his fucking lid. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. You know it and I know it.
Well, you know what? You're right. I would have to admit I was wrong. You was right. I actually saw what you saw after I saw this match because it was very physical. It was very solid. I have to admit I was confused at times with the rules because this was going to be what a no DQ, no
Yep.
DQ, no candle. This looked more like a street fight.
Why didn't just call it that?
Why not just call it another street fight? To take that attention away from the main event. Anyway, uh, did you notice that Becky had new music entrance?
It
That
sucked.
was.
It's terrible.
I
Terrible.
thought it was kind of cool. I think it was.
Terrible.
And I had to research the music. It's by a band called the Wonder Years.
I don't care. It's
Uh,
dumb. She keeps it. I guess she's reinventing herself. even though she has reinvented the IC title, which I wish they do that with some of the United States title. I don't know who the hell they're gonna do with that one. But no, I don't like the music.
I
I,
like the music. I mean, like that caught my attention, especially with the focus of this match, because you and I had disagreements about Becky and her having this IC championship, but now I actually see the point.
yeah,
Bailey
thank you.
in the match, you see Bailey comes out, and at some point towards the end of the match, she hits Lyra with a steel chain accidentally, and that's also sets up the future storyline because Becky hits
Yep.
the slam on Lyra for the pin to retain the belt.
Yeah.
Um, so you have storyline still building up. I should also mention that this is Lyra's first ever no DQ match on WWE pay per view or PLE.
Well, she listen. It's gonna be all over the internet that she had the biggest botch at night. You can't hide
You
that
know
botch,
what?
bro.
You know what?
You
You
can't
just
hide
gave me an idea. Because when I do our video clips or whatever,
it.
I'm gonna find a picture of that botch
Oh,
where
it's
everyone
everywhere.
can see yeah, because it's gonna be everywhere, where everyone can see exactly what you are referring to.
Her,
'Cause
her whole hand, you saw her whole hand out. It was side of her. I'm like, and then she up here trying to put it back in. Then she was loose as hell. I'm like, come on, dude, come on now. Seriously. That probably was the funniest thing I've seen all night. I was entertained by that because this whole thing did not entertain me. Ladies and gentlemen, it did not entertain me. 1 second, sir. Also, I would like to say this to the fans and to everybody watching. All our videos, please like. Okay, the subscriptions is great. The more likes we have, it puts us into a bigger algorithm. It pushes our content out further. Please give us a like for it. Especially the fans that we've had support us, the ones who gave us questions. Keep on hitting that like button. I'm gonna keep on saying, hit that like button. Thank you so much.
all right.
That's it.
Our next match is the steel cage match for the WWE United States Championship. Solo Sakura versus Jacob Fatu.
Mm,
We both predicted that Solo would win this match, which was pretty obvious. Of course, he
hmm
retains the WWE United States Championship in 12 minutes
hmm
and 40 seconds.
Yep.
Uh, I kind of had mixed emotions. I wanted this to feel more like a true war inside the cage. I thought it was going to be a brutal smash mouth brawl. I
Mm-mm.
just didn't see it. This
Mm-mm.
wasn't what I expected to be. Of course, Solo escapes from the cage after Tonga hits Jacob in the head with the steel door. Jacob Fatu hits at the end of the match. Jacob Fatu hits the epic moonsault off the top of this cage, which I thought should have been that spot should have been in the somewhere in between the match, not after the match was over. It
Mm,
took away the vibe. I wasn't
mm.
feeling it. This, Lou,
Say it.
you,
Say it.
this really sucks. Do you feel that WWE is planting the seeds for at some point to split the bloodline, or do you think that they're just trying to stack it more deeper?
First of all, number one, whoever the producer was for this match needed to be fired. That's automatically. It's just like that was probably one of the worst constructed steel cage matches I've ever seen. The spots were off. Like you said, the ending, the top of the moonsault, you know, I felt like something went wrong and somebody forgot. And I get it. Wrestlers, I mean, they had to practice and go over a routine like the day of, and I get all that stuff. I'm not a wrestler. We're not wrestlers. So I think they forgot it. They did the end that have a big show out, this and that. But you know, everything's setting up for Survivor Series. You said it before too. Everything's set up for Survivor Series. Everything. So I don't know what you're gonna do with that one. But I got a question for you again. And I'm gonna keep on bitching about this shit forever and ever and ever. Mario, the host of Wrestle Talk, can you fucking explain to me why everybody on these PLE events are kicking out their damn finishers? 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 8 times. Can you explain to me if you're on regular TV on Raw or SmackDown, one finisher, you're out. Everybody and their mama kicking out finishers on all these pay-per-views or PLEs, you want to call them. He did 2 moonsaults in the beginning of the match. Solo kicks out. He did a little, what's that, a thumb in the net thing. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. I don't know, whatever it is. The spike, what it used to be
Yeah,
called. Yeah, okay. He kicks out. Explain to me why they keep on doing this. School me.
because whoever writes the match thought that it'd be a good idea to keep the match going by causing a near finish, and then probably thinks that when the match does end, the talent who they put over gets a bigger reaction. But I didn't see that here in this match.
You said the writers, right?
Yeah, the writers.
You said? Okay.
Yep.
So, ladies and gentlemen, go back to our first episode where I criticized the writers and I want all the motherfuckers fired. They all need to get fired. Whoever this person is for this match need to get fired. Whoever the producer is, they need to get fired. Also, hashtag fire Paul Triple H Levesque. I had to put that in there. Thank you very much. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm just not
this.
feeling. No,
Yeah.
just not feeling. Not
We'll
feeling.
move
I'm
on.
so.
Our next match. This is going to
Hold
be
on, sir.
Yeah,
Hold on,
go
sir.
ahead.
The top or the end this match here.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the right call overall storyline purposes? To you. Not to the fans, not to anybody, but to you personally. Was it the right call storyline purposes?
For Jacob Fatu to lose this match or to be involved in this match?
To
Because I
lose
got
it.
two different opinions.
Well, give me your opinions.
Okay, well, first of all, this steel cage didn't need to be here at SummerSlam. It made no sense at all. Second of all, the only way that I can see Jacob Fatu not having the strap on him if that they're elevating him to win the United States Championship at a later time. I think that later time should have been at SummerSlam.
Mm. Mm.
Why they're elevating Solo Sikoa, I don't know why. I'm myself am tired seeing the bloodline. I finally got to that point. Do something with this storyline or separate all of them, all the bloodline members. Because this isn't working.
You got too many of them. I mean, you know, it's gonna be some type of Survivor Series crap. I don't know what you do.
I can't wait for Survivor Series. This has gone on long enough.
Shit, I don't know what you're gonna
They're,
do with it.
they're,
I mean,
they're
just
not
storyline.
they're not putting more emphasis on the storylines to elevate the talent. You see the crowd not really paying attention.
No, it sucked.
And you see the comments online saying that they need to stop doing this bloodline shit.
Yes, it
It's
sucks.
old already.
Yes, it sucks. It's terrible, and I I'm still trying to figure out. And I know you got 2 more matches left. I'm still trying to figure out. And now what? With a lot of these matches, now what? I mean, you mean to tell me you got your storyboard all booked out? I think that's crap. I do. I think they don't have nothing booked out. I think they go by the skin of their teeth. I think they have the worst writers in the world. They're a bunch of kindergartners with crayons and shit. No, oh, we're gonna do this to this week. We're gonna do this week. That's all they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, you may tell me after this weekend, after these first four matches, you have these writers. Do you personally feel they have everything set out until WrestleMania, or at least until SummerSlam? Do you personally feel that? Honestly, with crayons in their fucking hands.
I believe that they want to get to that point. I just don't see where a lot of these matches are going to. One or two, maybe. I just don't see where a lot of these matches are going to.
Mm,
I think that they can reach up to Survivor
mm,
Series,
mm,
maybe the Royal
mm,
Rumble,
mm, mm,
but what do you
mm.
do after that?
Ladies and gentlemen, he is defending Uncle Paul, his Uncle Paul's writing team. You see what he's
What?
doing, right? He's defending them. He's making excuses for them. He does this every week. He did it last night. Go back and watch night one. He made excuses for that last night. Now he's making excuses tonight. Yep. You are defending the worst writing team in the world. How can you, as a wrestling advocate fan, as the host of your own podcast, how can you defend these writers? How?
I'm saying how they think. I'm not defending them at all.
Oh my God. Okay. He just defended them. Everybody, as y'all watching this, tell me he did not defend those writers. Go ahead. He
They
defended them.
seriously need to hire us. I say that
Okay. But then they hire who?
they need to hire you and I.
Now, you already got the damn email. They already asked you already. So go ahead.
All right, our next match is the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Entertaining.
Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Lou, you predicted that Dominic would be put over in this match. I
Mm-hmm.
chose AJ Styles. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, Dominic retains the WWE Intercontinental Championship in 10 minutes and 45 seconds.
The most entertaining of all the matches. Entertaining. Entertaining.
You want to go first or you want me to go first? Because
No,
there's
I'm
just so
sorry.
much good shit on here.
But mine's just simple.
All right.
I thought it was the most entertaining match of the whole night. I thought it was very funny, spotful. That's it.
I,
I thought it was a great match. I thought it was entertaining.
I love how AJ Styles came out in the lowrider and Eddie Guerrero gear. That shit was on fire. It
Yes.
was a it was a great mix of storytelling and psychology. I really enjoyed this match. AJ and Dom were throughout the match was pulling Eddie Guerrero style chair tricks, antics. It was classic and fun. Um, of course, Dominic hits AJ um, with the spark splash for the win after Dominic's boot came off, creating a sneaky distraction.
He took
That's
his boot
classic
off.
Eddie Guerrero right there from WrestleMania 20, I think. Uh, Lou, how did you feel about Eddie's tribute during the match?
I love it.
How did you feel about the 80s tribute during the match?
It was great for him. And he was an entertainer. If Dom is his real son for real, I don't know if they ever did a DNA test, but you know what I mean. But you know, I like I said, man, this is the most entertaining match they had the whole night. I loved it. Uh, I don't think AJ even cares about any titles anymore. I think he's on his last leg. He's about to retire. He's gonna be with his family. Good for him. He had a long career. He just wants to entertain. He's having fun. And I think AJ, I think now what you're gonna see with AJ, he's gonna have fun. I mean, like the whole thing with him, with the whole praying thing, praying for Dom to get better thing, when they did that segment, it was on Raw.
Yeah.
Remember in the corner, he was praying. I thought that was great. See, I like AJ. I like all the comedic stuff they do. The fans are not going to want Dom to lose that title. No time soon. He's not going to lose it. He's going to keep on doing the whole Eddie stuff, and that's good for him. He needs to. He makes it. He keeps him relevant, keeps him alive. Eddie was a great character. The stuff that he did, man, was pure gold in comedy. I love that, man. You know, it was great. Dom's gonna keep that title for a long time. I don't know who will take it off him, and Dom's gonna be your next mega champion too. At your Mania. Two
Before we
belts
move
down.
on, before we move on, you had to tell us your favorite Eddie Guerrero moment.
Oh, that's him working with his little mama Sita China. I mean, I thought that was like gold. I love the whole character with him in China. I love that chemistry with them. I do. I love that chemistry. It actually looked very real. I don't know if it was real or not. The whole Vicky thing, I mean, whatever. But I love, like, he has so many moments, man. Um, I'm still kind of wondering why Vince put the title on him. Because I think he would never get the title. But I guess he did it for a pop. I guess that's like the earlier version of Jey Uso. Might as well say. You know what I mean? Right? You know, that's the first version of him. So now I guess your Uncle Paul copied off his daddy again. He did the whole Eddie Guerrero shit and did the same thing with Jay, and then took the title off him what, a month or two later? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know, that's my favorite moments.
My favorite one, when he was doing that storyline with Rey Mysterio, and then you see all these vignettes doing the storytelling involving Dominic. Well, there was one vignette where I think Dominic was at the playground. Eddie calls Dominic and then asks Dominic, "Hey, little boy, you want some candy right here?" In the most creepiest voice ever. I think that was my favorite moment of Eddie Guerrero.
Mm, 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 mm.
Ah, all right. Well, moving on. Stephanie McMahon comes out and announced attendance for night two, stating that it was 60,561. The overall attendance was 113, 722. Did you feel like something was lacking there?
I think it's all smoke and mirrors. I think half those tickets are given away. I do. I, in today's world, I don't believe you got all of them. I don't believe you got all that in today's world. I don't believe you got all that.
If I remember correctly, I think, and this is just for me, from what I was told, like when you go like to baseball games or basketball games, things of that nature. And I get confused sometimes, but the actual attendance is not the number of tickets that they sell. It's the number of people who was there. Not just the fans, but the employees, the talent, everyone who was there at that building for that particular day.
It's all washed up numbers, man. I don't believe none of that crap. I don't. I don't believe none of it. I don't believe none of it. I think it's washed up. But we can talk about that crap all damn night. But anyway.
Uh, uh,
Mm,
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching us on YouTube or listening to us on Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, thank you so much
mm,
for tuning in. We
mm.
have reached our main event, which we're about to get into right now. It's a street fight for the undisputed WWE Championship. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. And predictions. Of course, Lou, you chose John Cena. I went with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes wins the WWE Undisputed Championship. Check this out. In 37 minutes and 45 seconds. Lou, was this match everything you hoped from Cody versus Cena?
Fuck no. It was too long. It was too long. It made no sense. I want to know this. Okay, fine. We won. He won. The Cody, the Cody world, the Cody crybabies are happy. Anyway, hashtag fuck Cody. Tell me this. Why? And I want the fans to tell me this shit too. To explain this to me. And don't give me this future storyline crap either. Or don't give me this like, oh, John wanted to see how it is to be heel. Why turn him heel? Let him go on a heel run where everybody was adapting to, for you to switch it by SummerSlam and give the title back to Cody. You have a good opportunity to make heel Cody. But no, you don't do that. But you want to make Cena a villain, a heel, which is not really heel, but he was getting away with it. It was a different type of Cena. Then you want to bring him back to being a face. And Cody gets back the belt. Why even turn him a heel in the first place? I mean, you should just left him a heel. You could have made this switch, what, October? November? Whatever? You know, why give Cody back the title? As far as I know, he's about to go shoot Street Fighter. That makes no sense. So you take the title off him in April at WrestleMania. Okay? Then you make Cena heel. All right. Now I want you to follow me on this here. Because I want to talk about this. Let's go step by step, sir.
Uh-huh.
I know you got your notes, but like, you know what? Let's switch up a little bit. Cena turns heel and beats Cody at WrestleMania, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was you good with that?
At first, yes. In that moment, I was okay with it because I thought that was going to be another payoff at the end.
Okay. So so Cena has matches against Truth before he got fired. Randy and Punk, right? That's his
Mm-hmm.
last battles. Okay, we all knew they weren't gonna win. So now you hook up Cody Rhodes for King of the Ring. He wins. He goes to SummerSlam, but Cena turns face right before SummerSlam. Now, if you was a writer, or matter of fact, as an outside fan, did that make sense to you?
To turn Cena face before
Turn Cena
SummerSlam?
face right before SummerSlam. After he just won the title in April as a so-called heel.
Knowing what I know now regarding this match, it made no sense to do that. I think everyone knows by this point that Cena's heel turn was pretty much gone. It faded out. And when that faded out, the writers may have not known what to do next, simply because the trajectory of his turn was not done correctly. What Cena,
So,
what John Cena needed to maintain his heel status was a fraction. That would have kept him heel a little bit longer, maybe until November. But because they did all this shit with The Rock, with Travis Scott, which he's not around anymore, his heel status faded away.
so why do it? Why? Because of Dwayne, since he wants all this fucking attention. And when you make a clip, make sure you put this in there. Tell Dwayne The Rock Johnson to stay away. You're ruining wrestling. You're ruining it. Your ego, which he says he does not have an ego, he has an ego problem. You want to come and go as you please. You want to say, I'm this, I care about the fans, I get all these goosebumps and shit like that. Dude, you're a fraud. The only thing you care about is your ego. That's all you care about. What movie can you make? You talking about this is where you started your career in professional wrestling. Right here. You talk about your family. You want to say this, you want to honor your family. That's fine. Honor your family. I got respect for your family. You, I don't have respect for. I don't have no respect for. I think you a straight out fraud. A fraud. Make sure you edit that. Right. You make a clip of that. You a fraud. I've never seen a man who gets popularity out of nowhere and just abuse it and try to act like he's big and bad. Oh man, I'm part of the board now. I got this and that. He comes in, flies in, changes everything up, wants everything his way. You know what? Give him a bottle and a pamper and just shut the fuck up. Seriously, that's what you do. That's my little rant for the day. But anyway, you should never had the Rock story. That was a waste of time. The Travis Scott thing, I don't know. I think they part ways with him for some reason. Should have had that.
Because he
So
wasn't catching on. He sucked.
okay. So in your notes, and nobody expected the ending, right? Because I'll let you say that. So do you think it was worth that run right there? And because of what happened at the end, is that how he's gonna go out? So these writers, as you say, didn't have no they ain't playing for that. Well, you need new writers because when you write a story, you write anything down. If you do anything in life, everything's not gonna go exactly how well you plan. You gotta have an alternate plan. You gotta have a plan B. Everybody has a plan B. If the gym's too crowded, okay, guess what? You gotta work this set or this set. You gotta have a plan B, alternate plan, right?
Yep.
If this restaurant's closed, okay, well, I gotta go over here. So when they writing a story about Cena and the fans think it over with, I thought the fans was good with him. What's wrong with it? You still have matches left. You have matches left. You got him set up for Perth and all these other stuff. So who's his last match gonna be? What, the ending guy? I mean, your writers stink. So now this is why I'm aggravated. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not in my best mind today, but I'm sorry. The hundred how many people was it again? 110,000, right?
It was 113.
113. I'm a big WWE fan. Well, I'm more of a WWF fan, but whatever. I have never been so disappointed, and this has nothing to do with my liking Triple H's creativity, not liking his creativity. I've never been so bored and unsatisfied at the material that they're putting out and the storylines they're writing. A bunch of kindergartners with crayons can write a better story. Anybody can write a better story. You and I can write. These fans, they talk about fans don't have no clue. Dude, fans have a lot of input. Get some real writers. Your writers stink. All of them. And you too. Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry. I did my rant.
Um,
Bad move.
to begin with this match, I thought Cena and Rhodes gave it all physically and emotionally. It was a good match. I'll give them that.
I give him that. It was good.
Um, it was a good match. We'll give them that. My issue with this match is that there was no payoff. You see Cody hit the power driver, which was banned by Vince. You also see that crazy elevator spot under the stage where Cena lifted Cody over his shoulders. That was good. You see Cody uses the steel to hit Cena. Follow me on this, guys. The crowd was booing. The payoff was, I think, was going to be there, where you had a heel Cody.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Now, the finish of this match, Cody hits a crossroads, which was a clean win.
Yeah, the crossroads for the 10th time.
There's no heel Cody. The match was good, guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disrespecting Cena or Cody Rhodes. I'm talking about the storytelling where Cody was supposed to turn heel, which never happened.
That's Cody. Cody, he don't want to be healed right now. That's Cody's decision. That's Cody's decision.
I think that's the wrong decision.
It is. It's wrong. You're right. It is the wrong decision. That was the perfect opportunity for him to turn heel, and that's a story. That's a story.
And then
Hmm.
you see someone who hasn't been in WWE in quite a while. Brock Lesnar comes out and gives an F5 to Cena. I was actually happy about that. I'm happy that Brock Lesnar is back. Maybe it'll give WWE something to work with. I know that Lesnar is very vocal about how he does things,
Mm-hmm.
but I have not seen him get in that intense environment with Triple H the way he has with Vince. So that's going to be
Mm-hmm.
interesting, storytelling wise or booking wise.
But talk about the elephant in the room. Talk about how much steak and chicken that boy be eating. That motherfucker's huge. 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 You can't tell me he ain't bigger than he was. He's bigger. He's
I know
bigger.
I know I said before that Cody was a bigger face, but
No, I'm talking about Brock.
no, I'm about to get there. I know that people had criticized me for saying that Cody was a bigger face, but Cena wasn't a bigger heel. Brock Lesnar is a bigger heel than Cena.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. I mean, but now, so now you got Brock. What would you do with Brock now? Since you set up Cena, I guess that's a match that he haven't had in a while. I think that's the only one he hasn't had a match with, Cena. I
Set
mean,
up.
Brock. It was
Well,
somebody else he ain't never had a match with.
it's a pretty. I haven't seen him with LA Knight. He can elevate LA Knight since they're not doing anything with him. He can also do something with Braun Breaker because I don't think Braun's staying heel for the long term.
Yeah, right. But with Cena though, like without the title, it's nothing. It's nothing without the title. Is Cena anything without that title? Is he anything? Would you have? I mean, are you gonna be willing to watch Cena without the title?
I think this should have been the end for Cena.
He got 4 months left.
WWE wrote it like this was the end.
Well, this proves my point. They all should be fired. Your writers suck. So email your Uncle Paul, get on your little email him. And because I'm telling you, nobody's talking about the elephant in the room. Not one fan, not other podcasts, none of it. And we hear about even on the internet. Nobody's talking about the writers. If the Unreal series wasn't proof enough, I would tell you. And then they hire some former Marvel and DC guys. Like I can see why Marvel and DC ain't want their ass. They can't write for shit. I mean, seriously, that ain't. I mean, I mean, who was the writers for Vince and all of them? What wrestlers?
It was for Vince,
Yeah, South Russo.
Pat Patterson, Bruce Pritchard, Freddie Prince, Brian Gwurts. I actually like him. Who else was involved? Those are the four main ones that I remember.
Okay, well, who are these frauds? And the people producing these matches, I think they're morons. Like, and your Uncle Paul, is the head of creative. And everybody's trying to pat their numbers. Oh, we're the biggest SummerSlam of all time. Come on, man. Seriously? You probably got, let me ask you something. Do you think there's more complaints now or when Vince was here about creative? They probably complain more about Vince because they're saying, but at least Vince had a plan that went straight a year.
Right now, I think it's neck and neck with Triple H. I can see a lot of the viewpoints because some of those, and you guys hear me on the show when I talk about how certain matches I don't like, certain matches I don't get. This should have happened this way. That should have happened that way. It's frustrating. It can be frustrating at times.
So overall, did you like this SummerSlam?
I think that the only hype that it had to it is that it was a 2 night event that we get to watch wrestling back to back. Some of the matches was on there was pretty good. Yeah, I don't want to discredit these talents with good matches.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
know.
not gonna I'm not gonna say that it's the best or worst SummerSlam because I think that 95 for me takes the cake. But it for me it was half and half.
Only 2 title changes. Only two. 2 title changes. That's it. The tag team, the women's, and Cena. He lost his title. Only 2. I was shocked by that. And I got another one because it's all over the internet, and we talked about it last night. I want to bring it up again before we get out of here. What would you do with Jade now?
Take her off TV unless they're gonna build seeds for Jade versus Bianca Belair.
So why? You know what? It was a guy I heard today. Now I'm gonna ask you the same thing he said to somebody. Why do this build with her they have no payoff. And I agree with him. Like at first, because like, I'm not a Jay Cargill fan, but why do a build and have no payoff? Nothing. You have nothing for her. You did nothing. Even though she shouldn't even got there in the first place. Because see, this is what I hate when they fast track people. You need that feud with a person or two. Like how would they used to do it back in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a feud with a guy or girl, have a couple matches, then you move on. Okay? Don't count. I'm not counting the whole damn Naomi thing. She needs to have another one. And first of all, she can't wrestle. And well, I give a little bit more because she was that she did last night. But with her, the Bianca thing, is it really gonna work? You gotta have Naomi, Bianca, and Jade. That's the one you want. Is them three. That's the one you want. That's the match. That's like 3 women and 3 black women going at it. I think that's going to be optics. And you could put that on a Royal Rumble or WrestleMania or whatever. I think that's the match you want because I don't think Naomi's going to go hold on to the title for the rest of the year. I think they'll take the title off her. But that's just me. Go ahead.
All right. Well, we're running short on time. Any final thoughts before we head out of here, Lou?
You're the best host ever.
Stop it. All right. Well, that does it for our SummerSlam review night 2. No cap, no fluff, just facts from us. And if you thought that we were going to sugarcoat our takes, you're watching the wrong show. We feel how we feel. We said what we said, and we meant it. And if that stings, well, then damn it, good. We'll see y'all on the next episode on Wrestle Talk, which will be Triple Mania, August 17th. There you go. I got a smile on your face this time. Until then, Wrestle Talk is out. Peace.
No